A famous American memoirist and poet, Maya Angelou, said, "We're more alike than unalike." First, the gods often use their powers to punish humans. Second, even though humans don't have as much power as the gods, they still try to show their bravery and pride. Although the gods are powerful, they share human traits such as emotions, desires, and human flaws. The main conflict of the book, Mythology, is the gods against humans. The primary way this is shown is when the gods often use their powers to punish humans. Zeus gives Pandora a box and tells her not to open it, but Pandora opens it out of curiosity. On page 89, the book says, "The gods presented her with a box into which each had put something harmful and forbade her ever to open it. She had to know what was in the box. One day, she lifted the lid and out flew plagues innumerable, sorrow and mischief for mankind. In terror, Pandora clapped the lid down, but too late. Zeus used Pandora to punish mankind by increasing her curiosity, and the result was that every evil and harmful thing was released the world. Prometheus gave fires to humans even though Zeus told him not to, so Zeus is angry and uses Pandora to take revenge. On page 87, the book says, Zeus created this later, in his anger at Prometheus for caring so much for man. Prometheus had not only stolen fire for man, he swore to be revenged on mankind first and then mankind's friend. He made a great evil for man, a sweet and lovely thing to look upon. They called her Pandora. Zeus was angry with Prometheus because of what Prometheus did, so to take revenge, he created Pandora to make mankind's life harder and a more harmful world. Aphrodite was angry because Atalanta and Melania's efforts to help Aphrodite or Zeus after they got married with their help. On page 252, the book describes, the two are said to have been turned into lions because of some affront offered either to Zeus or to Aphrodite. The gods expect constant respect, and if not, they will use their power to punish humans. Second, even though humans don't have as much power as the gods, they will still try to show their bravery and pride. Phaethon shows how human pride can lead to dangerous challenges against the gods. On page 184, the book describes, Phaethon felt himself the lord of the sky, but suddenly there was a change. The chariot was swinging wildly to and fro. Phaethon's overconfidence that he could control the chariot led him to a deadly situation. Hercules completed 12 almost impossible labors using his strength and courage. On page 236, the book says, the 12th labor was the worst of all. This was his last labor, when all were completed and full expiation. Hercules is immortal, but he is still brave and strong enough to complete those labors. Odysseus uses his knowledge during the Trojan War, which led to victory. On page 281, the book describes, the Greeks must find a secret way of entering the city or accept defeat. The result of this new determination and new vision was the stratagem of the wooden horse. It was, as anyone would guess, the creation of Odysseus' wily mind. Odysseus, however, is immortal just like Hercules is, but shows a different style of strength because Odysseus shows his pride and bravery using his smart thinking, while Hercules uses his physical strength to show his pride and bravery. Third, although the gods are powerful, they share human traits such as emotions, desires, and human flaws. Hera feels jealous of Hercules and makes Hercules kill his family because he is the son of Zeus, who is a mortal woman, not her. On pages 232 and 236, the book says, "It must be said, however, that he was helped and urged on by Hera. To the end of Hercules' life, she never forgave him for being Zeus' son. When all were completed and full expiation made for the death of his wife and children. Hera is one of the strongest goddesses, but like a mortal, she feels the emotion of jealousy. Aphrodite, Hera, and Athena were judged by Paris, and Aphrodite won by promising to give him Helen, the most beautiful woman in the world. On page 255, the book says, Aphrodite, that the fairest woman in all the world should be this. Paris, a weakling and something of a coward, too, as later events showed, chose the last. He gave Aphrodite the golden apple. Aphrodite is a powerful goddess, but she expresses personal emotions just like humans, with jealousy, pride, and desire to win. Zeus falls in love with many other mortal women. On page 97, the book describes, she told him that Zeus was the reason why she, once a princess and a happy girl, had been changed into a beast, a starving beast, that frenzied runs with clumsy leaps and bounds. Oh, shame! He fell in love with her. Zeus is the king of all gods; however, he doesn't act like a perfect god and he acts more like a human with his emotions and how he falls in love with someone and how he treats them. The gods against humans is the main conflict of this book, Mythology. First, the gods often use their powers to punish humans. Second, even though humans don't have as much power as the gods, they still try to show their bravery and pride. Although the gods are powerful, they share human traits such as emotions, desires, and human flaws. The gods and humans are very different, but somehow they share similarities.